Hi everyone, my name is Mercy and I am an international business management student in Petra Christian University. And today I would like to share to you guys about myself and also my future career plans, and as well as answering the questions from Professor Dr. Casey Chan. So let's check it out.
So first of all, I will share about my self-awareness. And the second, I will share about my future career plan. And lastly is about what I have learned so far and not to forget about the real application in my life. To begin with, I would like to use 6 A's as a framework. And in this awareness is about who I am based on the 5 self-assessment tests, which are the first, learning style test, second, GET test, third, Big 5 personality test, fourth, Philippines 9 team roles test, and lastly, fifth is the leadership test. So let's move on to the first one, which is the learning style test. Based on this test, I see myself as a reflector, which means I like to think about things in detail before taking action. I am also so thoughtful and careful before making a decision. And I will also like to prepare things in advance so that I will be ready to face even unpredictable things. And secondly is based on the GET test. I scored high on drive and determination, moderate or calculated risk-taking, and also need for achievement. It means that I am actually quite good and also confident in taking opportunities after careful thought and also calculations. I will also be persistent and determined once I have decided on something. However, I am in need for autonomy and creative tendency, which means that I will prefer to follow an order and have a teamwork rather than individual. I am also less imaginative and innovative person, and I do not enjoy new challenges. So based on overall score, I am actually below the average in GET, which means that I will not be good enough in entrepreneurship kind of thing. And third, based on the Big 5 personality test, I ranked high on conscientiousness and agreeableness. And it means that I am hardworking and honest yet still considered as polite. So I will actually tell the truth even if it will make other people down. However, I will tell them in a manner that is acceptable and will not hurt their feeling as much. Fourth, based on Philippines 9 team roles test, I am considered as an implementer, team worker, and also completer or finisher, which are towards action and social-oriented roles. I am very cooperative and able to work with people from various backgrounds and culture. As a team worker, I would like to listen well to other people rather than talking. I listen to people's stories and also problems really well and will as well listen from other people's perspective, because I will not judge a people based on one person's point of view. And as an implementer, I am very disciplined and also reliable. I will come on time or minutes before the appointment. And moreover, as a completer, I am such a perfectionist person. I can notice tiny and small mistakes up to the point that sometimes it will bother other people. Fifth, based on leadership tasks, I am good at communicating and building relationships with other people. I can make friends easily at the very first meeting. I would like to share stories with my friends and get along really well. I can maintain the relationship for quite a long time, which is very positive for my future career. So now that I know myself better through this analysis, it's time to align it with my future career plan in 1, 3, 5, and 10 years. So, in 1 year time, I plan to work on professional industry, especially in marketing. However, I will still make time to learn Mandarin because I feel that it is very important to build my long-term future career, and as nowadays business goes beyond and it is important to learn others' language. And in 3 years from now, I would like to grow my career and passion in marketing, specifically in fashion industry because I'm interested in that industry and I'm eager to learn more about that. In 5 years from now, I want to spread my wings to the international scale in fashion industry and work with famous people. I want to build connection with them and learn from the experts. In 10 years, which is more to the long term, I want to start my own business as event organizer, especially in wedding planner, since I have a passion to help people in creating their own fairy tale. Referring back to the self-assessment test, this kind of business is actually good for me since I am good at communicating and building relationships with people. I am also a detailed person so that I can execute the event well and satisfy my customers. However, I have a challenge as based on my GET test, I will not be good in entrepreneurship. But since this will be my 10 years plan, I believe that by that time, I could overcome this challenge since I must have learned a lot in the past 10 years based on my experience. And now that I'm done with my future plan, let's go back to the present. So what have I learned in this 4th semester from Professor Dr. Casey Chan? From the beginning of the lesson, which is IBM, to IMM, to GSM, and then in the end to MNENG. I learned to apply holistic thinking from the frameworks given by Professor Dr. Casey Chan every time I need to do analysis. And from 6 A's, the one I use in this video, and then concept diagram, house of IBM, delta matrix, SIO, what, why, how, and so on. Moreover, I also learned a lot from the real case studies. We came to understand that what happened to those large multinationals and how they operate. It shaped my critical thinking so that when something happened, I will look at it from the helicopter view to the detailed one and combine it to become holistic thinking and learning. Lastly, I got soft skills from a bunch of presentations that we have been doing from the past 2 years, and not only that, I got the skills of making PowerPoint presentations and also teamwork, which I believe will become really important aspect in the real business world. Then, after I learned all of this, how to adopt these learnings. So from the holistic framework from Professor Dr. Casey Chan, I am able to create concept or system thinking for the other subjects presentation or even in the workplace. During my internship, for instance, I was able to implement 6 A's and 5 Y's for the project presentation and analysis. And as for the real case studies, it can increase awareness and gain knowledge by studying and analyze these case studies. For example, from Coca-Cola and PepsiCo case study, I learned that it is important to pay attention to the issue that concerning people, and in this case, it is health issue. Then, what PepsiCo do is to create various product line to support the main business itself, which is the Pepsi, so that the brand will stay sustainable and also competitive in the market. And as for the soft skill, it is also applicable during my internship program. During my internship period, I was able to communicate well with people, especially the clients I have been dealing with. But then, how to assure the effectiveness of the outcome? I need to assure that what I have learned and its result will be balanced, and it will be great if the result is greater than what I have learned so far. Lastly, I need to anticipate the risks which come from external and internal. From the external means it comes from the environment itself, which is the global issue. It covers inflation, corruption, terrorism, and other related issues that could become obstacles for my future career, as those will affect on country's economy and also political stability. As for internal risk, it is actually my own weaknesses. I can be easily influenced by other people as I listen to them well. And I am also somewhat inflexible because I am too disciplined and my perfectionist side is somehow annoyed other people that I'm working with. But in the end, what is important is how well we know ourselves so that we can overcome our weaknesses and can be successful in the future.
Okay, so that's all for me, and I hope that you can learn something from my experience.